Hello, I'm Jennifer and you're watching Script and Sunflowers YouTube channel. So today we're going to be journaling together, and also I'm incorporating some of my storytelling to add a more mindful element for your watching experience. So this is one of my creative journals. This one I have started around this idea and theme of my power word for the year. I actually found this on an Instagram post, and I kind of already knew my word was going to be magic for the year. I was really drawn to it, so I started my journal in January, kind of based around this theme, and I am going to be using today gouache paints to paint alongside this title page a kind of sunset cloud scene. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, and I'm just going to start off by putting kind of a template down, really roughly, of where I want some of the cloud shapes and the kind of rough colours. And if you want to do this like along with me, or copy the page or anything, just trust in the process, because when you start it does look like a big old mess, but it's all about the blending. And obviously through this video I'll be speeding some of it up while I'm telling a story. But what I will say about the technique, in terms of trying to get your brushes to get that softness around the edges, is that I take the paint off and I use just water, and then I kind of go around the edges of the clouds, and then I just kind of like draw out that softness by buffing, which you'll be able to see as you're watching anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoy creating this scene. Like I said, maybe you'll want to do something similar of your own. There's tons of images on the internet, and you can use a similar technique with any of them. So okay, let's get painting, and today I'm going to be telling you the story of La Loba, and I will be reading it from Clarissa Pinkola Estes' book, which is called Women Who Run with the Wolves. It is a first-hand encounter of hers with a bone woman she met on her travels, which forever changed her. And this has been an important tale for me whilst writing my PhD thesis, which is exploring intuitive knowledge and storytelling. So here it is, the tale of La Loba. There is an old woman who lives in a hidden place that everyone knows in their souls, but few have ever seen. As in the fairy tales of Eastern Europe, she seems to wait for lost or wandering people and seekers to come to her place. She is circumspect, often hairy, always fat, and especially wishes to evade most company. She is both a crower and a cackler, generally having more animal sounds than human ones. I might say she lives among the rotten granite slopes in Tarahumara, Indian Territory, or that she is buried outside Phoenix near a well. Perhaps she will be seen travelling south to Monte Alban in the burnt-out car with the back window shot out, or maybe she will be spotted standing by the highway near El Paso, or riding shotgun with truckers to Morelia, Mexico, or walking to market above Oaxaca with the strangely formed bows of firewood on her back. She calls herself by many names: La Husaria, Bone Woman, La Trapera, the Gatherer, and La Loba, Wolf Woman. The sole work of La Loba is collection of bones. She collects and preserves especially that which is in danger of being lost to the world. Her cave is filled with the bones of all manner of desert creatures: the deer, the rattlesnake, the crow, but her speciality is wolves. She creeps and crawls and sifts through the montanas, mountains, and arroyos, dry river beds, looking for wolf bones. And when she has assembled an entire skeleton, When the last bone is in place, and the beautiful white sculpture of the creature is laid out before her, she sits by the fire and thinks about what song she will sing. And when she is sure, she stands over the creatura, raises her arms over it and sings out. That is when the rib bones and leg bones of the wolf begin to flesh out, and the creature becomes furred. La Loba sings some more, and more of the creature comes into being. Its tail curls upward, shaggy and strong. And La Loba sings more, and the wolf creature begins to breathe. And still La Loba sings so deeply that the floor of the desert shakes. And as she sings, the wolf opens its eyes, leaps up, and runs away down the canyon. Somewhere in its running, whether by the speed of its running or by the splashing its way into the river, or by way of ray of sunlight or moonlight hitting it right in the side, the wolf is suddenly transformed into a laughing woman who runs free towards the horizon. So remember, if you wander the desert and it is near sundown, and you are perhaps a little bit lost and certainly tired, that you are lucky, for La Loba may take a liking to you and show you something of the soul. Listen then with soul hearing now, Clarissa Pinkola Estes says, for that is the mission of the story. Bone by bone, hair by hair, wild woman comes back. Through night dreams, through events half understood and half remembered, wild woman comes back. She comes back through story. The bones are our life force, our connection to the matter beyond our human binds, scattered and lost in the contemporary storms of disconnect and discontent. La Loba shows us where to look, where to find what has been lost, how to heal what is ailing. how to lay out the bones ready for the songs from the depths of the soul to transform and reshape them back into vitality. I really hope that you have enjoyed that storytelling with the journaling today. If you want to know anything else or any more about the story of La Loba, I will put the link in the description for the book where I've read it from. And I would certainly say it is worth getting. The book is full of lots of interesting passed down stories and wisdom. And in terms of the painting, you can see it has come together nicely. I really love this kind of dreamscape cloud scene, and it just shows with a few colours and some blending with water what you can achieve. I hope it's inspired you to maybe create something similar of your own. You could perhaps use different colours depending on the season as well. Thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to journaling again with you soon.